everyone, and welcome to the 2023 season kickoff event, LCS edition, where we're coming to you live from the LCS, well, not the LCS studio anymore, coming to you live from Los Angeles and the newly dubbed Riot Games Esports Arena. I still gotta get used to saying it.
Sharing.
Yeah. We gotta get used
caring,
to,
baby.
Yeah, we gotta get used to share the space here. And as you can see, we've made some changes to the battle arena, but we're keeping the analyst desk set under wraps until the LCS opening day. But back to the matter at hand. This event here today is all about seeing our league pros test their mettle on the first patch of 2023 and the new ranked season. So hang out with Mark, Kobe, and myself here as we ring in the new year with a clash of old versus new, veterans versus rookies, boomers versus zoomers, the official title. Competing not just for the bragging rights of victory here today, but for the chance to create an in-game emote that you all can spam forever to your heart's content. Now, the way this is going to be going down is in Fearless mode. Now, in this special version of Fearless, it's going to be a best of 3. We are not allowing traditional bans. However, the Fearless aspect of not being able to pick a champion that was already played applies to everyone at all times. So if your opponents picked K'Sante, sorry, now you can't pick K'Sante.
Oh, I only get to see it once today, not every game?
Same with Zeri, same with Yuumi, same with everything that tops the charts. You're only going to get to see them one time here in this super Fearless mode.
We also got the whole audience filled up with pro players. I was shocked to see this, but we have pros all throughout the audience. As you mentioned, Flowers, we are on the new patch. Half of them did not know we were playing on this new patch.
That only makes it better.
Jojo learning about the new...
It's a good patch, though. There are Zeri nerfs, K'Sante nerfs, Yuumi nerfs, Aatrox nerfs, Fiora nerfs. So I'm pretty excited about this one. Of course, the big item changes are probably to the middle items with the Rod of Ages and Seraphs both getting changes.
Yep.
So yeah, I saw Jojo in the bathroom and I was like, yo, we're playing on a new patch. Feeling some like Rise or Kassadin angles to double stack those mana items. Maybe we see him on stage.
I just think it's funny that they reverted to what it used to be. Basically, Seraph's also giving you the shield when you get pop low. Like, all that stuff is just its old identity. I'm personally just looking forward to K'Sante, though.
I mean, he's really cool. He's a lot of fun, and he just happens to be hella overpowered. It's a cool champion.
Yeah, he's like the third brother of Yone and Yasuo, I feel like, in the way that he plays, but he's also a tank. So
if you haven't seen him yet, actually, Showmaker is probably the best one to highlight.
Let's roll the clip.
Wow! Wow! League of Legends! Wow! Wow! Wow, wow, wow.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Wow,
Showmaker. Well done, well done. So much deserved nerfs, yeah, coming up in this patch.
Permaban and Demacia Cup basically before this, yeah.
I think it'll still be good.
So K'Sante is what's going on in the top lane. In the jungle, in case you've been sleeping under a rock, we got some cool new buddies showing up as well because we're going to have some jungle pets going around. You're seeing what K'Sante gets done up there in top side, just shoving people through walls, beating them to death. Instantly turns the Intofos, Raz taught me how to pronounce that correctly, into the big bladed thing. And then, yeah, he's just, he's going to make a mess out of everybody if you give the man the opportunity. He's got a lot of good matchups, a lot of opportunities for outplays, and generally just seems to dunk on people. I guarantee you we're getting him in game 1 today, probably first pick, and that's it.
I will say at least he's fun to watch and does have some skill expression.
I mean, he's got a lot. It is definitely a high skill cap.
They hard-coded a lot of stuff into his kit, like when you ult, you get like extra resets on your attacks instead of being partially refunded. It's fully reset. Like a bunch of little things like that where if you're going to be playing at the highest level, you have to exploit that, which means it's going to be a balancing nightmare on ranked ladder. 40% win rate solo queue, permaban, pro.
The Zeri and Rise Club could always use another member.
Why not?
He's definitely super fun to play with so much mobility. But you mentioned the jungle pets as well.
Yes.
Flowers. The jungle pets, definitely the green pet, the Bulbasaur pet is getting the most love at the beginning.
Yep.
Already had to see some nerfs to the green one. You see a tiny bit of the other two starters.
This is the best pet. This is the one you should pick. If you're jungling and you don't know what to do, pick this one. If you pick Charmander and you're not playing Maokai, I'm reporting you to Mark Merrill himself.
Yeah, that's one of the few use cases is Maokai right now. Jungle is just sapling overlord, the super poke build, and so you can go with the red one to that one to add a little bit of extra damage.
What are you smirking for, Mark?
I just can't help but think of them as Charmander and Bulbasaur. It's an easy mode if you open up on Bulbasaur. It's true in League of Legends as well.
And the pets can steal stuff, as we're seeing in this clip here, courtesy of Rafa, who is watching right now from the audience. You can see him in the bottom left there. The downtown Ezreal Hail Mary shot. It's not the True Shot Barrage that takes it. Nope, it's the little pet that jumps in there and gets it instead.
Santorin's going to be worried about this now as well.
No.
This is always a new way to screw him over. They had the healing up. What happened to him during the famous Danny Penta?
Look at him jumping. Frame by frame.
Oh,
that Charmander is on a mission.
If you damage a monster, your pet will jump through the ends of the earth to be able to get to that monster and do a little damage.
You gotta love the loyalty here on these little fellas running around in the jungle with us now. But yeah, it at least gives you some opportunities to do some cool stuff.
Then you feed them a little treat and they grow up big and strong.
At least I like the fact that the treats are automatic, so it's not like on ARAM when people refuse to feed the Poros.
That's one thing about this preseason is that they're making a lot of things automatic to make the game more easily accessible. Like Radiant Virtue, they're not adding more active items. They're adding items that just trigger on stuff you're already going to do, like pop your ultimate.
Even all the system stuff as well. Like if a war goes down, you ping it. That thing stays pinged, so your dumbass doesn't forget it. It sits there the entire time. It's very much trying to make the game, I think, more approachable for a lot of people.
Yeah, there's an outline for the patience ring for your jungle camps.
Soft resets as well.
It even suggests you a jungle route to jungle in. Yeah, there's definitely a
skill
lot
ups. Yeah, there's so many things.
All right. Well, we got all this extra stuff coming in. We've talked about the game itself, so let's talk about the competition we got going on here today. Let's go ahead and head into some team intros.
Woo! Looks like a boomer to me.
Off with Team Boomer. We got the mercenary of the top lane in solo. Normally, he's only summoned to teams when they're in dire straits, but he's kicking it off on a team at the start here in this one.
I guess Team Boomer was already in dire straits.
So
they're like, we gotta get soloed
They're
now.
already in trouble.
Get us into playoffs.
Let's
in
rock
the
and roll.
jungle, we got my boy Contracts over here. Hard to believe that he's actually a boomer. He is only 23 years old.
Oh man!
But he made miracles, this last year with CLG. So keeping it rolling up here. The CLG, I saw all the CLG squad here representing in the audience as well. Here to cheer him on.
Ride or die squad. We got Jensen in the mid lane. He's on Dignitas now after Elo boosting C9 to a summer championship.
And then they got kicked again.
He said he wanted a challenge, goes to Dignitas, who actually has a pretty stacked roster this year. I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah. Dignitas is going to level it up. And then in the AD carry position, it is definitely Stixxay. Yeah, 100%. This is Stixxay. Definitely not their backup player Array after Stixxay had to call in sick for this one. So I'm excited to see how certainly Stixxay plays here today.
Yep, definitely Stixxay will be playing with Core JJ, legend of the league. He's definitely got more in-house games than all of the Zoomers combined. I mean, Core JJ has done so much for the region, setting up the organization, trying to build up the entire region.
Yep.
Now he's going to build up Stixxay.
Yeah,
definitely Stixxay.
Definitely.
All right, on the other side for Team Zoomers in the top lane, it's Revenge, who's 2 months older than Contracts. But I looked this up. Contracts has 270 games played. He's 4th most on the stage. So he does fit into that since he debuted in 2016. But Revenge as well, going to be repping it in the top side. He is...
he's older than two of the Boomers now.
Yeah. But he's also a licensed doctor, so he's been around.
I'm beginning to wonder about our definitions for Boomer and Zoomer here. But let's go ahead and move forward with the jungle position for Team Zoomer. Actions speak louder than words, and Spica has made some of the biggest plays in LCS history. We've got all sorts of cool stuff that this guy has accomplished at this point in time. He's been an MVP in the past. He's escaped TSM jail, and now we also get to see his most famous play of all time, the greatest lilting lullaby ever sung.
All 9 men.
Oh, it looks so juicy. So juicy. All right, now he's got a bunch of Zoomers on his team, though. We'll see. See about the follow-up.
We will see.
JoJo, the true North American talent here in the mid. Whoa, we got cheers from the audience.
EG's here.
JoJo fans.
The EG fans are in there showing their love here. Honestly, he had such an amazing rookie year for himself, winning Rookie of the Year as well, deservedly so. We'll see if this year if that goes to his ego, if his head gets really big starting off here
Definitely
in the
not.
Kickoff game, or if he refocuses.
All right, in the AD carry position, we have Berserker, who was also a pretty impressive rookie last year. It was a pretty cracked rookie class. He
Yeah,
also,
I mean, they won.
They won a championship as well. JoJo won in
Pretty good.
spring, Berserker won in summer, and you can see his famous trot now. Unfortunately, the locks have been cut in the back. He's come a little clean up.
Yeah.
2023.
Not too much, though. You know, just trimming it up, okay? Just,
A little bit more definition.
All right, and let's go ahead and get to our last but not least player here on the stage. A mid laner turned support, a challenger in all 5 roles. It's Busio coming in on that support position for Team Zoomer. It's fearless mode. It means you got to play different champions. I want to see something wacky and wild out of this guy.
I'm excited. Yeah, I hope that we start out with like Pike or something, you know, support champion that he's super known for, and then we get into, you know, mid lane champs, top lane champs.
Yeah, I don't want to see something super try hard.
Yeah.
Leona with the Radiant looks pretty gross. When you're just power diving and healing your whole team as you run forward. There's a lot of stuff that I don't want to see, actually.
As long as it ain't Yumi, I'm cool with it. I think
You don't want Ravenous Hydra Yumi anymore?
I don't
Ravenous-
care about what you guys want because we're almost ready for champion select. Before we get to that, though, I want to know, who do you got? The Boomers or the Zoomers? Get in there and vote. Mark, you going to get in for some Twitch chat?
Yeah, you're supposed to be in Twitch chat.
Well, I
Mark.
was
Where's your
going to give
computer
it
at?
a moment
Thing?
to breathe. That
Get
was
in there?
it was a MasterCard read. I was going to instantly be like, but by the way, but yeah, I will be joining Twitch chat as well. I have a laptop here. They made me mod so I can permaban anyone that I don't like.
Yeah.
But mostly I'll be using it for polls and predictions as you guys make your own. Who do you guys think is going to win between the Boomers and the Zoomers?
I mean, I got to give it to the Zoomers on this one, I think. You're talking about JoJo. You're talking about Berserker. You guys said it. They won last year. I got to go with recency bias. It's the Zoomers.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to go throw my hat in with the Zoomers as well. They got a last-minute replacement on the Team Boomer, so the synergy's not going to be there.
They aren't going to have that.
That's good.
They
all
need
the
time
practice,
to gel.
all the
right?
practice that they put in.
All right, well, I'm starting a prediction right now, but this is only for the LCS. I know we're live on Riot Games and the LCS Twitch channel.
Yeah, both channels are up.
For some reason, Riot Games didn't want to make me a mod of the global channel, so it's only the LCS
why
that
they
I
would
can
do
run
that.
these
If
in.
you really want to party, come to the LCS channel.
That's where the
is
fun's
what we're
at.
saying.
That's where you can hang out with Mark. Just don't copy any stale pastas or he'll ban you. So make sure it's new. Make sure it's original, fresh pasta. That's what we're here for at the start of 2023 in the season kickoff.
You know, we like to create our own here.
Yeah, Mark, why don't you can.
I'll start. Beep, beep.
no. That's an in-joke from 10 minutes ago.
We can't do that one. But we are just about ready to jump into this first champion select here. Again, remember, this is a fearless draft, so you're only going to see each champion once. If you really like the champion, well, sorry, you might as well enjoy it while it's there. If you don't really like the champion, no big deal. It'll be gone next game.
If you really like it, just tune into the LCS when it starts in 2 weeks. Following our kickoff event. Here we go. Champion select for our first game. Boo versus Zoo.
Now remember, there are no traditional bans in this, right? It's literally
It's just pick.
It's just the fearless mode. So you can just pick whatever you want to pick. Because you gotta pick something.
So yeah,
You
so
don't-
we mentioned at the top of the show, but about half of the players did not know we're playing on the new 13.1 patch. I saw both JoJo and Jensen and told them both about the Rod of Ages and Seraph's buffs, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see some of those mid-lane mana
Some
champs.
big ones hit as well. Like Aatrox had been gutted pretty hard on 13.1. Revenge seemed aware of that, but if Solo didn't know, and that was kind of like your, I'll just blind Aatrox for my team.
Yeah, just pick up where we left off. Go with the old. Honestly, you know, I watched a bit of the Demacia Cup, the LPL tournament in December, which is the closest pro play to this, and their meta was pretty close to Worlds with a few tweaks. You know, Syndra started to show up. Zeri, Yumi were quite annoying. Zeri and Yumi, as we said, though, both got nerfs on this patch, so.
I always love to see Zeri and Yumi nerfs. After last year, I've had enough Zeri and Yumi for
Really? I can
quite a while.
go for another year.
Don't
Another-
even jokingly
another
say
round.
that, Mark, because now it's going to happen, and I'm going to have to cast it.
There's nothing more skill expressive than popping off, bopping him with a shield, going back on.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
Yeah, you jump off, you absorb the skill shot, jump back on.
Zven looked pretty good when he was popping off with that when he first showed up. Hopefully we'll get the draft on your screen. I see the countdown going.
So I have been informed in my ear that this isn't actually the drafting phase. This is the banning phase, and we just have to let the clock run out.
No way!
Yeah, we're not getting griefed. It's not a technical error. It's just we couldn't get rid of the ban phase in drafts, so we have to just ride the clock out.
That's what we're working with.
Yeah. So
this is the
passing time, boys.
The meditation phase.
The meditation.
This is where you contemplate. You know, everyone's getting ready for a ranked season climb. Today's
you gotta have strong. You gotta have strong mental on opening day.
Everybody, right now, take a moment. We'll make the foundation to your mind palace, so that you'll be ready for the tilt that will ensue once you start climbing ranked.
It'll at least be better than preseason games. Yeah. That's the nice part. Even if you have a bad start, even if some of your placement games go a little bit screwy, at least you're not playing.
I already know my plan. Do you guys know your plan?
I was gonna say the one thing
I'm gonna abuse Udyr right out of the gate. did not get nerfed. I'm in there.
I was gonna say the thing that about the ranked versus preseason portions is at least like preseason, it feels like people are trying to learn. Whereas I feel like during this launch of ranked, there's a lot of people who probably didn't do any research and they're like, new ranked is out, and they hit queue up and they have no idea what any of the changes were, new items, jungle paths, the monsters.
Those ones get filtered out to low ELO pretty quickly.
It's still a nightmare on day one.
You're talking about people trying to learn in preseason. Some of them are trying to learn. Whoa, we got Lucian first pick. Okay, that's exciting. I like that. That's a fun, skill-expressive pick. Hell yes.
Yeah, good one, Stixay.
Yeah,
they're
great job. Lucian for Stixay.
Putting their faith in the veteran Stixay. You know, MSI finalist Stixay. 2016.
Storied player.
Honestly,
recognizable face for everyone in the crowd and online.
Definitely not Array, the Golden Guardians Academy, back up there on stage.
So I was checking out his Twitter and stuff. He was boot camping with them in Korea, was having a good time. So hopefully we get to see a good showing out of him. This is a chance to make a name for yourself. Take down all the other Zoomers.
Oh,
well, you gotta do it against Cassante.
No way!
I am shocked that was not first pick. If you gave me a bet of anyone on the league roster.
But the Yasuo pairing. Okay.
Oh, come on, give me Cassante, Yasuo, Yone.
Hold on, though. It could be a Busio Yasuo. It was one of his main mid lane champions that he played. We'll see how fun the Zoomers are getting with their draft.
You putting out a Cassante Yasuo bot lane? Throwing that out there?
That would be kind of sick, actually. They do play kind of similar. Like I said, you know, Cassante with the Q
stacking as well.
Stack the Qs and run at him. Plus, Cassante has easy knockups. Works well with Yasuo. Easy. Cassante can knock the guy through a wall 500 miles, and then Yasuo follows him.
They both follow him, yeah.
There's a range. You got to get
kick you out away from the rest of your team.
Yasuo can't follow that if you go all the way to the other side of the wall.
All right.
How big is the wall that we're working with? That's the real question.
A Talia wall, and you're going down the full length of it.
We were thinking about this.
Construct.
Yeah. If you could go down the entire length of the Talia wall if your angle was perfect.
Okay, so it's knock-up squad for Team Zoomers.
So, yeah, in Demacia Cup, it was like mostly Vi and Wukong, a lot of Vi and Wukong for jungles. I like the Zac angle, though. My favorite junglers right now have been the ones where you can just rush Demonic on them. I feel like that item is turbo OP, and it's made even more so by the changes to Mythics this time around. Zac is definitely one of those. Could be flexed, though. Could be flexed.
Sorry, dude.
What?
Did he pop up in the heat bag?
I'm not really sure what went down there, but while we're waiting on this ban phase to conclude here in the second half of the draft, we got Gabby standing by on a sideline for an interview with Revenge. Gabby, what's going on over there?
Hey, what's up, everybody? First time we're coming to the stage with the players ready to kick off. Had to get some words from Revenge here. Cassante, I'm so surprised. Oh my goodness, why'd you pick him today?
I don't know. I mean, it's a new champion. I gotta try him out. I heard he's kind of weak right now, but you know, I want to prove some people wrong. You know.
You been having fun playing him?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Any words on the strat over here? Halfway through draft right now.
We're cooking up some stuff right now. I cannot leak it. Just in case, you know, but you guys will see. I'll just say, Yasuo and Zac can go anywhere right now. I'll just say that right now. Yeah. That's what we're deciding. They can go anywhere.
Ooh, go anywhere. Well, don't burn what you're cooking. I'll let y'all get back to your strats. What do you think, boys?
Oh, it sounds great to me. That's what I was. As soon as we saw the Yasuo, we're like, oh, maybe Busio.
Yeah.
You know, they've got a lot of Yasuo players on the team, but even Zac can be moving around. Honestly, though, everybody's got knockups already. I want to get some mics in the crowd, though. I heard shouts from the crowd, but I can't.
Yeah, the sound cancellation.
With the headset on.
No, it's funny. There's so many pro players, and they're just like watching the stage, probably gonna backseat the hell out of all the decisions that they make. Just have to see what they go for.
More knockups. More knockups.
It's got to be knockups. It's got to be knockups. If they have a single champion on their team that doesn't have a knockup,
That's why when he said like, "Oh, we got secret things coming,"
Yeah.
it's more knockups. It's a
that's-
Yasuo.
you
comp.
picked Yasuo. We know what you're gonna
We
pick.
get what you're gonna do. Oh boy, I wonder who's gonna get the Yasuo though, because you're kind of the star of the show. Puts a bit of a spotlight on you.
You're the main character. If you're the Yasuo, you are the main character. You're the anime
Like-
protagonist.
K'Sante is also another main character.
Yeah, but he's the cool guy that just joined this season. And
Yeah,
and then he's
yeah.
OP because he shows off his new powers.
true.
But the main character's still the main.
Okay, I'm with you.
Well, now that they've done a Kali, that kind
That's
of fell
no
apart.
knockup.
Yeah.
What?
More damage, more killer.
Bruh. Okay. Well, it's not a knockup.
Well,
but
everybody wants to be the star of the show. JoJo's
Okay.
not going to let.
I'll be honest,
let him
I'm more in favor of everyone playing really hard carry champions for a show match like this than like some wombo combo comp that turns online 50 minutes in around
Ooh,
team
the
fights.
Tarek
Ooh,
coming
okay.
in. The core JJ Tarek. This is something actually last year he was spamming a whole bunch. We didn't get to see it pulled out, too often in pro play, but this is definitely a core JJ special.
And then wait, is the Ari visual update
No.
on this patch?
No,
It's not.
pretty sure it's not.
Okay.
I feel like they would
I
have
don't know.
juiced us up a little bit more about
Default
that
to
in
Mark.
the
Why don't you check in with Twitch chat? What are the
Yeah. What's Twitch chat doing or saying?
Twitch chat.
BGU.
BGU live? Question mark. You can all say yes and lie to Kobe. Because I know it's not, but he doesn't apparently.
I'll just repeat whatever they say.
They're all saying yes.
Wait, we could do Twitch casts. I'll say whatever you guys.
Oh.
Whatever's the most
Everybody's
repeated
telling you,
line.
Kobe. Have a good
Whatever
career.
doesn't get him fired. He won't say it if it gets
Yeah,
him fired.
whatever is the most repeated line. I got you. Twitch chat. If you go over to the
You're gonna regret
LCS
this,
channel.
XDD was pretty popular for a second there.
I'm a man of the people, Mark, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the megaphone of the people.
Beep beep.
Beep beep.
All right, so we do have Rise coming in. We talked about the changes to Roa and Archangels becoming a real item again.
Right.
So
Yeah.
year up through.
Absence.
Hey, he did the rise. There we go. Okay, nice point, Mark.
Wait, where were
Literally
you?
what he's saying.
I'm looking at Twitch chat. I'm trying to see
All
what.
right, you've lost your Twitch chat privileges. You can't multitask. You can't read Twitch chat.
What is... All right. Well, we also got Shen over here on the right side, so it didn't end up being the Yasuo Wombo combo.
I actually
What do you
might
guys got?
repeat. I think I'm gonna repeat the line that they're spamming right now.
You go for it.
What do you got? What is it?
It's dangerous.
Yeah?
It's controversial.
All you, buddy.
Take it away, Flowers.
Okay, well, with Kobe contemplating his controversial line and exactly what the future of his career might look
I
like.
do
if you
agree
listen to
with it,
Twitch
though.
chat. Oh, no. Oh, wait, hold on. I got an idea where this is going now. My brain was lagging
Oh,
behind
that's
there
funny
for a
that Flowers
second.
can't see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can't see anything that you guys are doing because Mark's all the way over there with the computer, so I'm not sure
So
exactly
you
what's
excited
going
for
on.
this game?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to see if they can pull off the Yasuo knockup combos. I'm ready to see where everybody goes.
Based off your draft, are you still feeling confident about Team Zoomer?
I'm not a flip-flopper.
Ooh, I'm not a flip-flopper either.
Well, then we're both still feeling confident in Team
Yeah,
Zoomer, my
yeah.
friend.
Wait, let me see. Can I pull up the prediction and see how much people believed in you guys? I wasn't monitoring it. to
Wait,
see
you
what
did a
the channel-
prediction and you didn't even bother to look? What?
No, of course not. I was trying to cast and participate.
Yeah.
If
Gotta
I type in-
multitask, Mark.
So
Well done.
normally when I run this stuff, I'm doing it from my own like creator dashboard, you know. So but like if I type in prediction right now, it's just gonna show. I think I don't think it's gonna let me choose the winner. Let's see what happens. You know what? We're learning together.
Learn by doing, Mark.
I don't know how it works
all right,
either.
61% agree with you. 27 million channel points on the line.
Holy moly.
2.7. Excuse me. I can do math.
Whoa, oh,
2.7.
man. Okay, all right, 27 million sounded good. You could have just lied to us and we would have
Yeah,
believed you.
but-
But
Stick to your
Twitch chat
guns.
would just see that I'm lying. Then
They can only tell you
I'm more
though.
worried about them judging me than you guys.
I was going to say, are you more concerned about them than us? All right, let's see how we start
Ooh.
off here. Boomers are looking to square off a little bit.
And Spica's got the blue pet.
Went Squirtle. Interesting choice.
Yeah, for the River Shen. I like it.
Oh, commitment.
Fully
Yeah,
embracing
it's
River
thematic.
Shen. More move speed when it goes through the brush.
And the lore also is that River Shen was like kind of underwater. A lot of people knew about it, but it hadn't seen too much play. But then Spica was the one who kind of broke it out during, I think it was the finals run that they were on.
True.
And got a lot of attention on River Shen. There was a lot of controversy that other people played it first, but Spica did kind of force it into the public.
Let's
perception.
see how quickly Shen can feed his pet though. I don't know how many treats
Or the enemy team.
how quickly Shen can get those treats.
I mean, what if he becomes a ravenous Hydra Shen? Then he can farm up fast.
True. Ravenous still good. Ravenous has been nerfed 3 times.
That item was way too good.
At the beginning of preseason.
Way too good.
It certainly was. It certainly was.
It was an interesting choice to get the stacking ability out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was one of those.
Oh, lane swap right here. Jojo Pune in the top lane versus Solo.
I like it.
Revenge is a coward. Doesn't know how to play Cassante and Gwen. Ran away from him.
I think that's one of the only matchups that people are don't like to play Cassante into, isn't it?
I mean, you can go off data, or you can go off calling him a coward.
Yeah, because Cassante wins most matchups early on. One of the very few.
All right, back here in mid lane. We still got Jensen just chilling right now, letting Revenge do what he's doing, getting those things pushed up. Takes a little bit of damage back, but that's no big deal because Jensen is stacking the tier. So hopefully we get to see this turn into that new Archangel staff that you were talking about, Mark. Because when you mentioned this yesterday about the Archangel staff changes, I had completely forgotten that item was in the game. It was a trash bag ever since the rework.
It was in a weird spot where it was like, do I really want this much ability haste? And it heals me when I cast spells.
Oh, Seraphs?
Yeah, old Seraphs, and now the change is very much appreciated. I like going back to the ability power. And with Roa getting introduced this offseason as well, the old combo's back.
Yeah. And another proc shield. Nice. All right, both junglers taking the recommended routes.
How often do you use those? Do you think they're good? Do you think they're trash and it's a nuke trap?
I mean, full clearing is greatly incentivized now, especially with delayed scuttles. So unless you're pulling off some cheese gank like you're duo queuing with somebody, or you have supreme confidence in one person that you're going for carry, most people are going to do a full clear. And then choosing which side you start on, it just depends on your lane matchups.
Makes sense to me. Jojo, chilling. Revenge, chilling. Everybody's chilling. Scuttle Crabs are getting traded off.
Scuttle Crabs, actually, I think one of the best changes, no more shield on the Scuttle Crab.
Oh my god, I hated the you don't have hard CC, suck it. I'm glad they changed that.
Well, I mean, you could smite it off.
I know, but it was still great.
Annoying.
I had to commit my smite early. Yeah.
Mark's not into trying to keep track of his timer. He's trying to use his smites willy-nilly.
If I got an ability up, I'm using it. Flash level 1. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Get out of base a little bit faster.
All right, we got some deep wards here early on too from Team Boomers, using those big boomer brains. Get some early vision here on those camps for the respawn.
Yeah. All right. I was hoping to see maybe something a little bit more aggressive. Maybe something. I'm not gonna lie to you, gentlemen. I'm a little bit sad that the score says 0-0, 4.5.
I am shocked there was no cheese level 1.
Yeah, really
prepped by other teams.
No level 1 all in.
It's a show match. You got to show.
There we go. Contracts W over the tri-brush onto the ward.
Yeah, unfortunately, stepping by on top of. And there's you can see the ward flagging thing that you guys were talking about earlier for the increased amount of information given to players.
Yeah.
I will say it's one thing. There's a lot of more visual noise a little bit on the screen with objective voting and all these little UI things.
Well, especially, I mean, it's definitely controversial, but with a lot of these things, it was possible to track these things with third-party apps, and then some people would do it. Now it's just
you're not one of those scummers, are you?
Everybody could,
I mean, the objective voting to me feels like Clippy from Microsoft Word. He just pops up and constantly bothers you about stuff.
Hey, do you want a period here? You forgot a period.
At least it pops up less than it used to.
No, Clippy, get out of here. I'm just trying to write this paper.
I will say a lot of the changes, I mean, I remember way back in the day when they added, some of the objective tracking, on, red buffs and things like that. And, all the junglers lost their minds who were good at it. A lot of the pro players, Meteos, and, I think you were against it. I was pretty against it. Overall, I think I've softened on my stance on that kind of stuff. So, the big camps, if you kill the leader of the camp, now the whole camp will despawn in 10 seconds or whatever, the large monster. So, those kinds of changes to trying to protect people from things, I see why they're going that route.
Well, I can see why we're going into what looks like a dragon fight. Revenge has Jensen zoned out here a little bit. The dragon's going to be low, but who's going to take it? Oh. It is secured by contracts. The smite from neither side ended up being the killing blow, and that means that Team Boomer gets the first objective.
18 health there. A little bit early from Spica as Busio tried to chase him off, slingshotting in there.
Pretty clean escape as well. Just pops the wall right after. Doesn't commit a flash. Nope.
Contracts, baby. 23 years old, youngest Boomer on the team. Younger than two in the Zoomer
in the world.
He's got the fingers, baby.
All right. I mean, But like league age, he's kind of old. He debuted in 2016.
Right. So exactly, we were looking into this as the argument for actually having Revenge on the Zoomer team. You know, his career in League of Legends did start much later, much more recently.
I could get the number wrong, but I think it was like 90-something pro games, whereas almost all the boomers are in the hundreds. So even though he's a little bit older, you know, Contracts has been around the block. He has seen some stuff. He went down to Academy, had to grind it back up to CLG and stuff. You know, like he's been through it.
Yeah, I mean, he started playing League of Legends when he was 12 years old. I know a lot of the players up on stage started playing when they're extremely young, but
dude, I was 12 years old in 2002.
Almost half his life been playing League
That's
of
a
Legends.
lot of League of Legends.
You know what's crazy? Core JJ, we had like this sheet of when they started playing. Core JJ was 17.
Really?
That's like weirdly late. Yeah. To become a world champion like a couple of years later, it feels like, you know?
Natural born gamer.
Yeah.
The dude's just
All right, let's
a chat.
see if we get any excitement down here for level 6 Berserker.
Oh, they're going in. Array's in a bit of trouble here. Core JJ gonna heal him right back up, and now they're ready to turn things back around. Core's not gonna hit the stun on Busio, so he's able to keep on walking out from that one. It was Ignite traded for Exhaust there, so offensive summoners back and forth out of both parties. I like the fact that we're seeing everybody start to try to make a couple of moves here, and with Jensen's first item being that Catalyst, it looks like we are going to see the Roa arcane build that we were thinking about. Solo getting dove. JoJo, where's the E2? He dashes right back out, but he just barely misses on having enough damage to complete the combo and complete the kill.
Really, really close there from JoJo. Not able to get it, but he will get a turret plate instead, and Spica's going to move over to the Rift Trail.
Honestly, Spica's got 56 farm compared to the 54 of Contracts. River Shen is not being outpaced in terms of his jungle tempo here.
Yeah, and Contracts here, though, going to get another neutral objective, it looks like. Even with no teleport on Solo, is it a good rotation of the bottom lane up there from Team Boomers? Nice macro here to make sure they don't lose out.
But one important thing is right now, Spica has the better smite. Contract still has the level 1 baby smite.
Oh,
remember,
yeah,
you have to get down to 20 stacks on your jungle item to get the upgrade. So fortunately, there was no contest, so Contracts is going to go ahead and pick up that objective like you were saying. There feeds the little
Venusaur
critter,
it evolved.
Venusaur, the frog. What was Bulbasaur and Venusaur supposed to be? Were they frogs or lizards?
It's plant plus frog.
Okay, frog.
I don't
plant,
know.
Plant frog.
Bulb dinosaur. Bulb dinosaur. That's how I.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, that actually is what the name is.
That's every name.
Genius. Yeah. We've figured it out. What, like 15 years later.
How are we at 0 kills 10 minutes into the game? Bring in the Ring of Fire from Nexus Blitz.
Because they're just so skilled. It's just so hard to get an advantage. You know, that's the difficulty.
Yeah.
I respect JoJo Pune giving us the turret dive. He was very nearly had that one.
All right, and Core JJ, I mean, they're swapped up to mid now. You got Gwen hanging out down there in the bottom side. Solo's just going to take the topsy-turvy lane situation here. Everybody's just sort of rotated one up from where they were. Contracts is hanging out, but they're not going to really have a whole lot of an opportunity. Nice sidestep there from Revenge, getting away from the stun out of Tarek. But now we're seeing some on my ways towards the top side. Maybe the call is to make a dive onto JoJo.
Looking like the case. Jensen trying to soften him up. Here comes the rest of the squad.
Summon up to Herald just to make sure that they've got plenty of extra pressure here to grab plate money. Dumping right back in on JoJo, but they got to be careful. Akali can be difficult to make.
River Shen.
Stand United is ready to go. JoJo wants to get the fight, but he ain't going to find it quite yet. He barely lives, same amount of HP. He barely missed out on the kill against his opponent with earlier. Now he's going to walk away by the skin of his teeth.
Now you see me, now you don't. Jensen and Contracts, they used to play together way back at the origins of Contracts on Cloud9. Jensen's got his back still to this day.
They had some pretty insane synergy. I still remember the jungle Ezreal that Contracts was popping off on. Contracts also played with JoJo Pune back on the EG Academy squad, if I'm not mistaken. He played with a lot of mid laners. That old man had a lot of partners.
Yeah, and this was one of the original ones. So coming in for the Rift Herald pop, as we know, JoJo looking for the Shen combo assassination here, but barely doesn't get enough damage. It doesn't look like he missed anything either. The E2 hits as well. They get the knock-up, tries to get the taunt through, can't get it in time onto the rise.
Core JJ showing up there, made sure they couldn't get that kill.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we're going to get our first blood now. 11.5 minutes into the game. It's Dragon number 2. Remember, it was Contracts and Team Boomer that took the first one. Team Zoomer's starting up this second one here. Speaka's ready. Contracts is ready. They both have an equal-powered smite here. JoJo's looking for a potential chance to come around from the side. Keep your eyes on Busio, the Zac engage. Be the difference maker here. He's charging up, elastic slingshot, but he ain't quite gonna hit the mark. JoJo drops the smoke nice and early, but that means he's gonna have a hard time navigating the fight afterwards.
No ult
might be an opening for a punish here. Contracts forces the flash back over the wall from JoJo. As Team Zoomer tries to regroup after their failed engage. Contract's gonna get jumped on as they engage there with the Yasuo. Berserker's looking to lead the way as the Dragon goes the way of Spica and Team Zoomer, but it's Team Boomer who's got a better fight. Jensen's grabbing the first blood already as the Zac Bloblets are just gonna get smashed. 2-0 in the fight.
Revenge baits Berserker in. He takes the ult up on the knock up on the ultimate, and then you saw Core JJ well-timed, keeping everyone alive. No deaths.
I mean, really, it's just really good timing and team fighting there with the Taric. The Boomer's getting a lot of cooldowns as well as chunking out the health here on Zoomers. And then, even though the Dragon goes away, definitely happy to get those kills as we start to open up the map, take down some of these turrets. Only a couple turret plates left.
It's Infernal Rift, man. I was hoping for the Chemtech Dragon finally.
The Chemtech one?
Only got
the super plants.
The mutant plants?
Yeah. The juiced up blast cones might be the funniest part of
oh, those are hilarious.
People just going all over the place. Yeah.
It looks like PlayStation 1 physics when they just like wiggle and fly through the air.
The running, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Ooh, we've got the first item completed there for Jensen. Okay, let's take another look at the replay. There was your initial engage, but unfortunately for the Zac, he didn't hit, and then JoJo dropped the smoke, and that's a pretty long cooldown.
He also had no ult there, so he couldn't really follow up that cleanly, even if the Zac knockup did come through.
Yeah, I mean, Core JJ kiting it out, and he gets the end of that Taric stun.
Boys, hold on now. Array is dead as Berserker cuts him down over the wall. Core JJ tries to get away, but Berserker is ready and waiting. He's got the attack speed built up from the lethal tempo. Core is still keeping it alive for now. Berserker will die in response.
Wait, they're coming as well. Here comes Jensen.
Oh, can Spica get away from this? Shen's not exactly a highly mobile champion. Jensen's still running after him. Should be able to grab the phase rush proc here to stay on him. Contract's coming up from behind. Tries to go for the flash engage there with the ulti. Needs R2 to catch back up to Spica. Gonna finish him off with a reset Q, as now he's got to deal with Revenge and Busio here with a 1v2 as Jensen's ready to join him, make it a fair fight. Revenge back underneath the turret. Busio staying alive now too, as they'll walk that one away. Game is 3-2, still slightly favoring the Boomers.
That old school Contracts Jensen combo at it again. Contracts full faith, the charge in there, goes with the flash knockup, and they get one.
Yeah, Contracts, 100% KP. When he's feeling good, he is such an aggressive player. It was fun, we were talking about it in Spring Split, led the league in deaths because CLG was just struggling to follow up on his engages and see the same angles, and then much better
again. Yep, there it is. They go for the dive, but they get the stand united instead. Spica turning it around now as Revenge stays alive at about 1/3 HP. The Boomers aren't going to get what they wanted. And by the way, I don't really know what happened to the UI, but it's definitely not 1358, and Array's definitely not dead. So we're gonna have to figure that out here in a minute. But let's take another look back at how Array was dead as Busio jumped over the wall and started the whole thing off.
Dodges out on the slingshot. Core JJ does get nailed by the Zac Q. And then they get the knock up after the taunt here. Berserker right in, Array flashing over. And Zerker finishing him off.
And we're jumping right back to oh man, I thought we were gonna jump back into another fight. Normally when the replay's in like that, it's because
like,
you're jumping into another fight
and
you gotta get ready to go, but then it's just, nah, JoJo's just shoving him back.
Keep you on your toes, baby.
Yeah, gotta be ready, gotta be ready. All right, so Rod of Ages stacking at 2 stacks right now. Remember, for those of y'all that haven't really been building this item so far in preseason, yes, it's back. Yes, it still stacks to 10 like it used to, but now it gives you an extra level upon completion along with all of the stats. So nice power spike, especially once it gets fully completed. Over on the other side, Akali still not with a fully completed item in her inventory, as Revenge forced to flash away there with Jensen and Contracts looking for another one, the dynamic duo back at it.
Yeah, both these teams have really strong 1-3-1 comps, actually, with Cassante, Akali, Gwen, and Ryze all being comfortable inside lane. So gotta keep your head about you because there's gonna be a lot of rooms coming in for a show match. Kind of a high-level macro comps.
Well, there's our second turret of the game going down. Boomers are still going to maintain about that 1,000 gold lead. Remember, they got the first Herald. They're going to get the second one here now. 5 treats left to feed to his faithful pet for contracts, whereas Spica has already completed his jungle item. It's out of the inventory. The pet is fully evolved, and there is the Radiant Virtue completed for him so that when he ults in with that Stand United, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
So I got a question for you guys.
What's up?
Because for me, with this overlay, I can't see the bottom lane and that tower because the overlay is covering it on the side. Is that troll?
Yeah,
you can't see it either, right?
No, we can definitely all see it. You're blind.
Yeah, I can't see the lane at all. No, you're
little
good.
Troll.
They took the turret. That's why you can't see it.
Just make it up.
Well,
Just
Dragon's
make it up.
coming up on that side of the map, baby. Let's get that river control.
Okay, let's go ahead and look at our total gold here, too. You can see it's Jensen, man, way out in front of everybody. He's practically the whole lead of the game right now, so keep your eyes on the rise. Jensen Herald is summoned up here in mid, mostly to try to force down this tier 1 via distraction. Give these guys some room to do what they got to do with the dragon spawning now. But remember, the Busio and Berserker are already both in position down around here. The Herald completes its job, and now Team Boomer roams down as a unit. They're ready to fight for crabs. They're ready to fight for dragons, and we're going to listen on their comms why they do it.
Yep. They're going for bot.
Yep.
Yep. There's something no flush. I think we can just pull drag too.
Coming down.
Oh, we see your color?
Probably on flank.
Dunking.
So is Shen.
Yeah, I will have an angle soon.
One person marking the side.
Yeah, I flash in 10. I flash in 10.
Yeah, just hit this guy.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it cold.
Yep.
I think we just stay here and I can just go forward.
Okay.
Like if Yasuo walks up again in 3 seconds, I'm just gonna go right, okay?
Okay.
Watch me, watch me, watch me.
Watch it. Watch him.
Watch me, watch me, watch me.
That's on flash.
LCS.
I will take, guys. I will take, guys. I will take.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm on Shen.
Kill them all.
Good third side.
Nice engage.
Yeah, that was really good. Nice. You want?
Oh my, we chose the correct team to listen to. That was perfect setup from Contracts and Core JJ. Watch me, I'm going in 3 seconds. Boom. Yasuo is dead. Berserker didn't get to play the game.
And they did it perfectly, too, with the Wukong setting up the knock-on.
No!
The Taric stun following it at the correct angle to guarantee the subsequent lockdown. The Boomers get it done, man. Let's take another look at that.
Yeah, that was really clean comms by Contracts, identifying his target when he wants to go, calling his cooldown so everyone knew. And to be honest, he didn't get that much support other than from Core JJ. They mostly sold him out. And then when the counter engage comes in, Core JJ times his ultimate, drops it down, make sure no one drops. So that fat Zac knockup did basically nothing other than stall him out for a minute. A very easy cleanup after the superstar of the enemy team is down.
Yeah, great coordination. JoJo escapes, but as we know, there's a sad ending to that tale for him.
Yeah, this is
this game of hide and seek has a winner, and the name is not JoJo.
And it was Jensen using the Realm Warp to find him, make sure he was able to close that gap in time. JoJo does whatever he can trying to fight back, but everybody gets to a point in some of these where you just have to spam emotes.
Yeah, Jensen Bezos coming in big there. He was on top of the Alienware gold graph. Or the, excuse me, the Amazon gold graph. Jensen Bezos. We'll see if they can eat the rich later, but he's 4-0-3 right now, pretty strong.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's eating whatever he wants at this point in time. He's got his fully evolved Seraphs. He's still stacking that Rod of Ages. Now they're getting another nice engage coming out from the Taric and the Wukong combo. Core JJ and Contracts looking to run it back here for a second time, but it ain't going to work out so well this time around. JoJo grabs the shutdown back on over to Contracts as Berserker tries to get himself away. It's Busio for Contracts. Solo's still dead for another couple of seconds as Revenge has to disengage. Jensen is the absolute mover, the shaker, the playmaker. He's just running in and smacking people in the mouth. Shut down for JoJo, back over onto Array, trying to get back whatever he's able to find. Jensen with the flash back over the wall as Core JJ's left to fight on his own. Throws out a stun, looking to land it right back on a Berserker as Solo's able to join in the fight now here as well. Berserker looking to get away. Jensen 1v2 trying to get away from it as JoJo is able to find the opportunity to go back into the fight, go back in for the outplay. Berserker with a knock-up back into Core JJ, and it's Berserker versus Solo, the last man standing.
Solo died early on before the play started, teleports in to end it himself on the Gwen. My goodness, what a bloodbath.
That was insane. The Radiant Virtue Shen actually looks so gross. You put the fat shield on top of them, you show up out of nowhere all of a sudden, start popping heals around the rest of his team, allowed Berserker and Jojopian to actually stay in that fight, kite it out.
Yeah, that was a crazy re-engage. Turn around. Two more stacks for the Rod of Ages, though. Jensen's going to get another level. All right, let's take another look at the origins.
This looked very dicey, I admit, for Team Zoomers. I like this turn onto definitely Stixxay, but then definitely Stixxay kited it out pretty well, 1v2 on the back line, and got the kill. Yeah, and then that allowed, it felt like, Team Boomers to actually take this fight, given that Jensen showed up late and whatnot, the fact that he was able to stay alive. Then the re-engage here with the River Shen was just too clean. Yeah,
I mean, it was a great position from Boomers, but they didn't have the numbers, because Jensen was still split pushing at the beginning. Solo was dead. So the scramble here from Berserker.
But back alive, we already got another fight starting up. The Taric ulti's gonna come down, and that is gonna keep Contracts alive, doing just fine, chasing out Berserker, knocking him out first. But now Array's trying to stand and fight. Revenge jumps into the middle of everybody, but you can't go all out in the middle of everybody on the enemy team. They're just getting mowed over. The Boomers got their number, and the Zoomers are going home. It's bedtime, boys. Solo and Contracts are gonna chase down the last one left. Revenge gets hit over the head with the stick. 1, 2, 3, you are out of there. Ace over to Solo and the Boomers.
And that's going to be Baron as well for sure for the Boomers. Clean ace, everybody surviving on their squad, taking down every last Zoomer.
Kobe, you and I might have goofed up our prediction there, but
we are in danger of losing our prediction.
Don't worry, you guys just made people lose 2.7 million channel points with your inaccurate expertise.
Well, if you voted for Team Zoomer because of Kobe and myself's predictions, just be glad it wasn't 27 million.
Well, remember, we did not guarantee the outcome. No refunds.
This is not financial advice.
Yeah, we just like the team.
Oh man, just caught out of position. No ultimates back up yet. The Shen ult still not coming through. Can't pop the Radiant Virtue.
Yeah, another good start here from Contracts. I mean, he just keeps looking for Berserker, finding him before the fight starts. Then the attempt at the turnaround there, though, it's just too hard to climb back in.
Yeah, Revenge's all out was all in to the middle of the enemy team.
Solo just kind of casually fending off 4 enemy players.
The round warp.
Now the backup has arrived, but it won't arrive in time to save him. Jojo's gonna grab the shutdown there by the Solo. It's now Revenge in the middle of everybody. This Cassante melts like paper. 0 and 4 now. The Boomers are just too far ahead. They made that one look way too easy.
You know, Revenge did say Cassante wasn't very strong in the pregame interview.
Yeah.
He's kind of backing it up.
The champion, this is 13.1, so it is with the Cassante nerfs.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were mostly damage nerfs.
Well, Rise is 10 stack Rod of Ages. He's level 16. He's got Rabadon's Death Cap now as his 3rd completed item. He's 7, 1, 12.
Kobe was the one who told him in the bathroom that we're on the new patch as well. Jensen, maybe you shot yourself in the foot here by giving him the details and then predicting against him.
Maybe, I'm just saying, in all games in the future that Jensen plays, he's got to plan his strategy in the bathroom before the game, because this one's working out pretty well for him. They still got control over the enemy jungle. They don't even feel the need to back away. Jojo comes in with a TP here for a flank, but are they going to get their opportunity? Spica has an angle of his own, but it's only an angle to walk away. Jojo throws out a Shuriken, tries to flip on in there and follow it up. As Jensen goes on a killing spree, Busio is immediately dead. Jojo now isolated, trying to get himself back to a spot where he might be able to do something here. Contract's gonna get shut down as Jojo goes, oh, he finds Array. That was smooth. Simple and clean like it was Kingdom Hearts, baby. Jensen goes on a rampage, though, and there's just no stopping this rise into the Realm Warp. Speak is now in the middle of a 2-man sandwich, and it's not going to be tasty for the jungler on the side of Team Zoomers. Double kill back over to Jensen. 26-11. They're on Soul Point now as well. Oof.
Yeah, Jensen is a monster. Level 16 right now. And as we said, they buffed both of these items for the build. So it's not just one buff on one of the items that he uses. Definitely going to be a scaling monster nowadays.
Can we see Jensen Bezos' wallet from...
Ooh, he just got the Medjai's.
From Observer swap us over to the gold graph.
Well, you can see he's 2.6k ahead of Jojo.
Technically,
that's not even as much as the jungle diff.
But I bet it's the highest overall in the game.
Yeah.
Just total gold with all the
Yeah, he's
farm.
definitely highest total gold in the game. There's no way he's not. 13.3 thousand. The second highest gold in the game is 11.2 on his own top laners. So, yeah, a little over 2,000 gold.
He's a 1%er
of the next closest person. Jojo gets the stand united, decides to go in, pops the smoke, but they're still going after him. Spica trying to protect that mid laner as Berserker finds his knockup and finds his engage, but is it going to be enough? They go all out. There's the kill on Jensen, the shutdown they needed, but they're just too far behind. The rest of the Boomers are going to clean them up, make up for losing that hyper carry, and I think they can just walk it in.
I gotta say, the Zoomer comp is still pretty fun to watch.
See, we get ping-ponged around.
Yeah, with all the knockups and kickbacks here, but Core JJ with the 5-head Taric pick into this, knowing, it's a full knockup, team fight composition here. Taric ultimate does so much for them. And Team Boomers
refusing to end the game. Going for the full reset there instead of, I think with the 10 seconds on the respawn timers, they could have easily ended that one, but they're playing with their food.
Yeah, gonna have some fun with that one. Hey, Cassante got a kill too. He's on the board.
Let's go.
Only took the entire team working together to get that one kill.
Hey, sometimes it's a mental dip, right? You gotta make sure, because this game's toast, right? Like, you're not winning this one. So you gotta make sure everybody's mental is good for the next one. And sometimes the difference between 0 kills and 1 kills, that works.
Tracks for me.
These are the important things to remember at the start of a season when everybody's mental is going to be exploding left and right if they have a losing streak.
When you have the 1 in 10 game, figure out how to get prepared for your next one.
Exactly.
I mean, probably the most important skill in climbing rank, especially at the beginning, is how to keep your teammates from tilting.
Yes.
Whichever team doesn't mental boom first.
What was your volley bear strategy for your Masters climb at the end of last year? Just win the game by 15 minutes so nobody would cry about jungler not ganking?
Exactly. Spam gank tower dive before they can mental boom. All right.
It works, it works.
Time to finish. 1 lane left to work with.
Jojo's getting some good mileage out of spamming those Akali animations.
I do like how they were holding the wave, too, to wait for the supers of the other 2 lanes to get in and create more pressure.
There it is. Realm Warp along with the ulti coming out from Taric as they go for Berserker here in the back. A lot of damage pouring through, but they ain't able to kill him until Contracts comes in with that Q to seal the deal. Solo's on a rampage. Busio's down yet again. Jojo's not going to find the outplay this time, and Spica drops last. It's a 5-0 ace. It's the end of game number 1, and it's a victory march. They'll clean up every inhibitor, every turret, every minion, every damn thing the Zoomers had. The Boomers took. GG. Boomers take the first game.
Good game plan there from the Boomers. I mean, they're playing against the Yasuo knockup team, and Contracts focused that Yasuo very quickly.
And the Taric, like we were talking about too, just to make sure that even if they try to go in with their wombo, there ain't really a whole lot of combos.
Yeah, great stuff there. How's Twitch chat feeling, Mark? What we got going on?
They said rip channel points.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Why'd you listen to us?
The Boomers put the young whippersnappers in their place. Took their money. They played the hustle. Oh, we're so old. We can't play anymore.
Oh, yeah, man. They were just...
Start of a new season, I can't even see the patch notes.
So, what, are we going to pull from the audience now to get some replacements up there?
Can we do that? Draft new players.
No, yeah, it's not just Fearless Draft in game, it's Fearless Draft in real life. Once you have a player play, you gotta get a new guy.
You can vote him out.
Actually, that would be sick.
No, that would be
like, I wanted to... how quick can we implement this? I see some Zoomers right now.
Just bring up some of the Zoomers.
The producers in the background are not happy. They're like, there's all these graphics packages that say these all their names, and you want to put all these people in there? You're like, no.
Look, they're not, the lights are off,
Feels weird. They just left us on stage.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's kind of bright.
I like being up here with them, though, I feel more integrated.
I remember back in the day we did a couple pre-games on stage while people were getting ready. And
I remember you'd also do games with the crowd.
Yeah, we do games with the crowd, but we predicted, who was going to win. And one time we predicted against High, and he's back there. And he was behind us, and he heckled us and flipped us off.
Hey, it's worth the fine. Situation like that, the fine is fine.
Hit or miss. Yeah, how the people behind you deal with you betting against them.
I mean, especially for a show match, I think it's fun.
Alrighty, well, the Boomers taught the Zoomers a lesson in Game 1. We're headed for a quick break, but as we go, let's hear from Busio about his thoughts heading into the 2023 Mercedes-Benz player profile. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you so much. I've got Busio here from 100 Thieves. You are no stranger to the 100 Thieves banner, but you'll be stepping into the LCS role this year. What was this transition like for you coming off of this offseason?
I mean, it's just great because I was subbing for the previous 100 Thieves roster, and I learned a lot about how the LCS works, what's important, and what my role is. And now being on a team with so many great players and the two GOATs, it's just a great opportunity.
What was that like specifically, really seeing this roster form with the GOATs and all and yourself here included and being a part of this process?
It was just really exciting that like Doublift wanted to play with me. Because like I've only played with him in like Champions Queue and like a couple solo queue games, and he's watched some of my streams, but like him having full faith in me just really gives me a lot of confidence.
There's nothing like having the faith of your teammates and yourself to perform to the best of your abilities. Now, I know a lot of people are tracking the storyline of your team specifically, but looking at the crew of the LCS abroad, what teams do you have your eyes on as competition?
This year in the LCS, there's a lot of good teams actually. Like honestly, every team has a good win condition. So, of course, like the classic rivals like Team Liquid, EG are up there, but there's a lot of strong teams.
Lots of strength to be looking forward to in the LCS. Thank you so much for joining me, and best of luck in all of your endeavors.
Thank you.
We have more kickoff action to come. We'll see you after the break.
Oh, Jensen, they're showing the patch notes if you want to take a look real quick.
I didn't see a patch notes. All right, if we win, we get emotes, okay? So we have to win.
We really have to try.
Right, we really have to try, guys.
Yone support.
This is serious, okay?
Contract's gonna get jumped on as they engage there with the Yasuo. Berserker's looking to lead the way as the Dragon goes the way of Spica and Team Zoomer, but it's Team Boomer who's got a better fight. Jensen is the absolute mover, the shaker, the playmaker. He's just running in and smacking people in the mouth. Revenge jumps into the middle of everybody, but you can't go all out in the middle of everybody on the enemy team. They're just getting mowed over. The Boomers got their number, and the Zoomers are going home. It's bedtime, boys!
Behind every first blood, every final blow, and every mind-blowing moment in between, behind every match, every broadcast, every mark waiting to be made at League of Legends Season 2023 Kickoff, is the network capable of making it all happen. The Cisco Network, aka The Realm. Cisco, powering the future of esports.
As you know, great innovations start in the garage. Today, we are exploring automated driving in a Mercedes-Benz. Our latest technology revolutionizes driving simply by activating Drive Pilot. Now, your vehicle is in control of driving, so you feel free as a bird. Magic, isn't it? One of many innovations by Absolutely.